I think I was born to be the singer for the band Simple Plan. It's so part of who I am that I don't see myself being able to be anyone else.
What we found with this band and with music, it does really feel like this is where I belong.
I was somehow put on this earth to write music that people can relate to, that people would love.
I wouldn't want to be anything else, you know? This is really where I belong in this band and with my 4 other friends that I'm really stoked to hang out with every day.
I can only think that I was born to be Pierre from Simple Plan.
My name is Pierre. Hi guys, I'm Jeff. Hey, what's up? I'm Chuck.
I'm Sebastian.
And I'm David. And we are Simple Plan.
Come on, Canada! Make some noise!
Why are we still making music? You know, it's all we know. I've been playing music since I can remember. It's been so long now that Simple Plan's been together. We've been doing this for so long that if we couldn't do it anymore, I really don't know what I would do. I mean, it would have to be something in music because it's the funnest job we could ever have, you know? It's being an artist and actually making a living from it, you know? The fact that we know each other so well, I think, is the key.
We have the 5 of us, so I think that makes it a whole lot easier.
We're like brothers, you know? We all love each other, we all support each other, and we don't take any bullshit from anyone.
When you're on the road, that's your crew, you know? Like, you hang together, you do stuff together, like, it's a family, it truly is. I think that we all want this band to keep going, and we all have the same aspiration and goals, and we just don't want to f it up, really. When we first started out, we were just getting into music, discovering bands like Guns N' Roses, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all that kind of grunge era, and you know, Slayer. All those awesome like rock bands, and the first few years I don't think we really had an aspiration. It was more like, let's just get together and do this. This is pretty cool.
Oddly enough, I never thought I could be a singer. I remember starting our first band and we didn't know who was going to sing because no one could. So we decided to start a band with no singer. We would just play chords over and over again, and those would be our songs that we'd actually written because they were not chords that we had heard before. And eventually we realized that after some time people got bored of just hearing power chords on a guitar with some drums, so someone had to sing, and I was the only one that could do it decently, so we decided to go with me. I was going to become the singer.
My nature, I'm a pretty ambitious person, so it didn't take very long for me to start thinking like, hey, this is pretty cool, but I don't want to be playing in the basement. We want to be like a band that writes their own music and expresses themselves and has their own voice.
Now it's time to show them what you got. Gotta show them what you got.
I used to pretend I was a manager, and I would cold call labels in the States. I would make up a name. I would use my mom's name. So, my name is Chuck Talbot, and I had this great band in Montreal. They're blowing up. We were not blowing up, you know, and they're amazing live, and you have to hear this demo. Can I send it to you? Finally, we got through to one guy, Andy Karp, at Atlantic Records, and he actually picked up the phone. So I kind of froze, like, holy crap. So I'm like, hey man, listen, I got this great band, Simple Plan. I just sent you a demo last night, did you get it? And he's like, actually I did, and it's really good. I'd love to see you guys live. When are you guys in New York City? I don't know, we're not in New York City. He's like, well, I'll be, whatever, in Toronto or Montreal, so let's try to make this work. Holy crap, he's coming to Montreal, we have to play for him.
This could be the one last chance to make you understand.
I remember being backstage with the rest of the guys and being like, guys, he just walked in, this is it, give it all you got, this is make it or break it, you know, we've been wanting this forever and people have been telling us no, but we know that we have something good here and we need to just show it. We went out there and we played, and it felt really good, and Andy told us to come back to his hotel, and we sat down and had a little conversation. He said, yeah, he said, I think we're going to do a deal. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
And the next morning, he called our manager and he's like, let's make a record. I'm signing you guys. And I was at home, and our manager called, and I was like, I just even saying it, I'm getting emotional. It was a really big moment, you know? It was special.
It was a big deal, you know. It was for a little band from Montreal who were French-Canadian guys that are getting signed to a major label in New York, and, you know, having to fly down there and meet people and sign these big deals and get a lawyer and embark on this crazy adventure. It's pretty exciting, but it doesn't mean that because you get signed that you're suddenly going to become successful. It just means that now you have a real shot.